not an overnight thing. You have to recognize that you're in transition. Then you got to understand, how to go through it because it is a process. And if you're not, don't have a lot of wisdom, you have a lot of understanding of what you're going through, you miss a lot of things that's very important, key points that you need to, when you come out of it, need to know. So I'm going to be giving you some life experiences, things that I experienced while in it. And one of the things I just want to share with you all tonight, I remember, it just dropped in my spirit today. I remember when I first met my mentor uh, for wisdom. I had been praying about the Lord to send me someone because during my time of growing up and walking with God, and I've been walking with God for 20 some years now, I never really had that person to say, Tan, okay, this is how you do it. This is what you need to know. This is what you, when you see it, this is what you need to know. This is how you walk through it. I never had anybody to teach me these things until I met him. And when I met him, I'm going to tell you how I met him. I had been praying about it, asking God to send me a teacher. I just wanted to be taught because it looked like there were certain things that I could gain of information, but I will always was left in limbo, meaning that I had parts of knowledge, but I didn't have all the knowledge. And if you understand transition, when you don't have all the knowledge to move in something, you're left standing. I mean, just looking like, okay, what do I do next? What do I do next? And a lot of us, that's what we're looking for. We're needing somebody to show me, teach me how. I mean, give me the information, but I still need you to teach me how to go from point A to point B. Make me understand it. Because so many things unravel during a process. And if you're not, don't have anybody there helping you, like a mentor, what you're lost and you never really get through the fullness of it. You get something, I call them nuggets, but you don't get everything. So I am going to be that one that, as God put it in my spirit, and we're going to start at the surface of it, and then we're going to walk through it. That's what we're going to do during this day. As much as He allowed me to give to you, we're going to walk through some things, and we're going to deal with some real life experiences. Some things you may have been through, probably didn't understand it all. You didn't get all that you needed to come out of it the way that you wanted it to, because a lot of times we miss certain information, revelation, knowledge. We miss it because we don't have all the pieces. So these are things we're going to tackle during this day of teaching. I'm going to do it outdoors. So we're not going to be inside. It's going to be like a summer breeze. So it's going to be really fun. I'm going to make it just really relaxing so we can just sit and just listen and hear, and if you have any comments while I am teaching it and that you may want me to, expound on while I'm teaching it, just put it in below while I'm teaching it. But these are the things that we're going to do is set aside for next month, and it's going to be between May 17th and May 23rd. But I will give you the exact date of it, so that if you, and I will try to make it where everybody's more, home, not really doing a whole lot, where you can just, tune in if you would like to. Tell your friends, tell your family, that, we're going to be doing this particular day, and just listen to, what the Lord is trying to teach us. Because I feel that when we're taught how to do something, and once we get all the information, it's easier for us to go through certain things. But when we don't have the knowledge, so many people, a lot of times, they give you bits and pieces of it, and then you're still left like, okay, what do I do next? way going through it, but yet don't have no knowledge of what took place. And so I was watching him. He was working at work one night. I think it was about 11 o'clock. So I fell asleep. And I think about 1 o'clock in the morning, my mentor appeared to me in a dream. And when he appeared to me, I saw all these books. And I was just looking. I'm like, what the world is all these books? I'm just sitting, Lord. I'm like, where all these books come from? And I heard his voice. He said, Tangi, he said, I'm going to teach you in all these books that you see. So I started looking around, and I mean, the books they were stacked. They were stacked high. I'm like, man, this is a lot. This is a lot of learning here. That's a natural kicking in. Like I'm not finished doing all this, but don't forget, I don't ask God to send me somebody. Because when I looked at it, it just looked like a lot. I'm like, boy, that's a lot of work there. But over the years, uh, him teaching me, I mean, it has been a blessing in my life. And when I first started listening to him, I didn't understand what he was saying. I didn't even understand his ministry. But I received it that night, and I just kept, every time I got a chance, I would just tune into his ministry. And I kept making myself sit there because it took me a while to really get what he was called to do and how God used him. But I knew that God had told me that he was the one. That was the one I prayed for, and that was who I was supposed to link myself to. And so as time went on, because how God used it, it was very strange. I had never experienced a mentor like that, and things and how God used him, because I came from a Baptist and a Pentecostal, but God used him differently, and that wasn't taught to me in the ministries that I was in. So therefore, it was kind of a little foreign to me, and I was very skeptic about a lot of things he would tell me to recognize it, how to embrace it, and how to move in it and come out with what you need so that you can go to that next place. Because it is a process. Like I said, it is a process. And it's not easy for everybody to let go of the old mindset. Because all last year, I saw so many people. God wanted to do so many things in their lives, but because they kept trying to use the old mindset to go into what God wanted them to do, or what opportunity came, and also in your opportunities, you have to let go, the old mindset. And so I'm like, no, you can't use that. You can't use that there. And so God didn't give me the okay to say anything to them about it, but I'm like, hopefully they will next time when it does come back around, that they will recognize, or they will, God will send them some type mentor or whoever, because I kept telling them, Lord, send them a mentor, because I could tell the ones that needed to be mentored so that they could get that understanding, because they were without knowledge. A lot of it was rebellion. A lot of it was without knowledge. So I understood both. And me looking at it, but I had not been called, or had not been prompted to say anything to them. But those that God had called me to, I really want to help you in this area, because this is an area that is needed for you to be successful in your spiritual life, also in financial business, wherever you may be. Because a lot of times you go through so much